Okay, dump cake. I'm gonna make a dish for us to go later this afternoon or this evening after dinner for a snack, and I'm gonna can some. This recipe is absolutely 100% easy. It's a pie filling of your choice. I used cherry the last time, but I have some blackberry pie filling that I'm going to be using. Crushed pineapple, butter, and pecans or whatever nuts you want. Now, this has nuts and it has quite a bit of butter in it. And I know that that's something we say you gotta be careful of because it can go rancid. But I made it quite some time ago, and I think Suki ate the last one up not too long ago, and she said it was just perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna can it again, I'm gonna give you my instructions on what I do, and then there's my dog, and then I'll show you how it all comes out. Okay, first thing you wanna do is oil your pan. Then I'm gonna open your jar. Oh my gosh, small. These are berries. You know, I'm wondering if I should have heated this up a little bit. Homemade, for me, seems to be a little bit thicker, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do my best. So you wanna get this spread out evenly in your baking dish. This is a 9 by 13. I'm gonna have to get more because well, I have a little more than I need. So I'm gonna use what I have here. Get it spread out, and then I'm gonna dump the pineapple over top of this, and then I'm going to sprinkle the cake mix, oh plenty, over top of that, and then the nuts, and then the butter. And I'm gonna do that in the jars too, just kind of layer it that same way. Okay, now this is the part that you want to make sure you get your butter spread all over as evenly as possible, because this is what's going to help make that amazing crust on the top. So this is a cup of butter, okay, and just pour it on there, and that's it. It's ready to go into the oven. So you're gonna bake this at 350 degrees. Now, I didn't start my oven before I started making this, so it's preheating, so let's talk about canning it. I'm going to fill my jars the exact same order that I did this. A couple of these jars, no I can't. I was gonna say a couple of these jars I'm gonna take and put right in the water bath without baking, but I think I'm gonna try that, maybe with just one. My concern is the butter and the nuts, but we're not gonna know unless we try it. So I'll make two actually. One to try now and one to try in like 6 months. Yep, so that's what we're gonna do. So the first thing we're gonna do is make sure that we oil our jars really good. We're gonna put this in a 350 degree oven for about an hour, give or take a little bit. Once it gets nice and brown on top, then that means it's done. So I did my one in my 9x13 pan a little bit differently. I put the pie filling on the bottom and then the pineapple on top of that. The reason I did that is because my pie filling is a little bit thick, and in order to get it to spread well over the pineapple, I needed to it wouldn't have moved the pineapple over. So I'm going to heat up my pie filling, and hopefully it will warm up enough that I can put the pineapple in, then the pie filling. Okay, so it did work a little bit. So I will, and since it's jars, I'll be able to just kind of drop it in there. I'm not sure why this one got so thick, but anyway, it's going to be, I oiled my jars. So this is going to be about a table, oh no, pineapple first. Oh, that was close, you guys. I wanted to show you the right way to do it. So since we need to use all of the pineapple juice, we're going to have to come back and split that up in here. So about 2 tablespoons, a little bit more, of crushed pineapple, and then about a nice heaping tablespoon of your pie. Actually, I'm going to do more than that. It's sticking in there. Of your pie filling. I'm not happy with this. And then cake mix. I don't have the cake mix open yet, so I better do that. Okay, we're back. So we are going to put a good tablespoon of cake mix, a little bit more on here. And then, now in the one in the baking dish, I crushed the nuts up. But I'm not going to do that for this because this is going to be a single serve one. And sprinkle our coconut. And we're going to take our butter. About 2 tablespoons. And that's it. And then we're going to put it in the oven, and we're going to bake it for 30 minutes, and then we're going to pull it out and we're going to put it right into the dishwasher. No, we're not going to put it in the dishwasher. We're going to put it right into the water dishwasher. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I said that. Wow. Okay, so anyway, here we go. Make sure that you wipe the rims off before you bake these. I put them in an oven that is not preheated on a baking sheet with some tin foil, so that if the juice does bubble over, it won't be such a mess. Hopefully it won't, because you really don't want to have to wipe your rims off before you put your lids and rings on to do the water bath. All right, I've got 2 that are going right into the canner like this while the oven, or while the other ones bake, because I think I want to do these a little bit longer. So these are going to go right in the water bath canner, and I'm going to get these going, and I'm almost ready to put the other ones into the oven. There they are. I'm going to turn the oven on now for 350. Once I hear it up to temp, then I will start my timer and bake for 30 minutes. Okay, our jars of dump cake are finished. And so now I have my, yep, I do. I have my canner going. My water's boiling. The 2 that I'm just putting in there to do that way, they're in. None of these dribbled over, so that's awesome. Keep in mind, when you do baked good, you want to make sure that You put that lid on. Normally we just say finger tight. If this is, we want to put this just past the point of resistance. Okay, so these are going to float. So where's my little jar thing? Let's cut it out. These are going to float, so I'm going to lay them down. And then I'll drop the basket. Okay, everything's in there. Boiling, sorry, I can't see. These are gonna go for 20 minutes. The ones that I did not bake in the oven, they've been going for about 30 minutes. So they will have gone for about an hour once everything is said and done. Alrighty, my friends, here they are. Okay, so these are the ones I did not bake first, and they went for an hour. 30 minutes by themselves. We'll compare those. So I'll put that one. I have two of them. Okay, so that's what they look like. I have a feeling they may be a little gooey, not sure, but here is the one baked. Or that's one of them. That's baked. So be sure when you're done water bathing anything that you let your jars sit for 5 to 10 minutes. It gives them a chance to really start getting a good seal on them, and it helps with not siphoning. So, all right, so there they are, all good to go. Can you see them? I'm holding my stick, and I'm going to try one later, one of the ones that wasn't baked, because I'm interested in seeing how that turned out.